Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Video Truder, and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2, where last time we had some fairly welcome changes to the world, I would say, which is, yes indeed, the Catholic Spanish states and the very mighty Kingdom of Bohemia have broken away from the Holy Roman Empire, leaving those guys nowhere near as strong as they once were. Still pretty strong, by the way, including a flipping foothold down over here, actually, into Africa. And actually, how long have Aragon had that? That's okay. That's interesting. You guys aren't doing so bad, are ya? Yeah, I hadn't really noticed this, actually. But yeah, the Catholic Kings have actually done a very good job securing large parts of Northern Africa. Very, very good indeed. Very, very interesting. And, of course, a bit more, you know, important to me locally, Scotland, we have put a woman who very, very much likes me on the throne. Which means the first question I need to deal with today is really, what do we do with her now? Because, yeah, for like the next 25 years or so, she's going to absolutely flip and love me, though she will not accept vassalization. She's got no real reason to. Now, she's got herself married to some guy up in Scotland, matrilineally as well, because unfortunately, while I did marry her off before I placed her on the throne, the actual guy I married her to, rather inconveniently, immediately flipping died of consumption. But they got out a son. They did get out a son before he passed on. A son who was in fact, yes, part of a pair of twins, except, weirdly, both of them are being marked as... Why are you being marked as belonging to this house? You shouldn't be of that dynasty. You were legitimately the son of... He was a bastard who wasn't. Right. Various mistakes were made. Various mistakes were made with this plan. It's fine. We just need to wait for, like, you know, somebody to show up who's got a weak claim, who's willing to move into my court, at which point we can just take it over. Or I could just engineer a claim. I've been saving up money because I know claims against whole countries are really cocking expensive. Well, actually, I don't know that, but claims against entire duchies are really cocking expensive. So I'm going to assume that claims against countries even more so. In fact, actually, I think my current, my current chancellor is just some random woman who's pretty good at her job, abso-flipping-lutely, but there might be someone better out in the world, as there's actually no political reason for her to be in place. Hang on, let's just see if there's anyone better out there. Why, yes. Yes, there is. Someone who has got 23 diplomacy. You, my good woman, welcome aboard. There we go. In she comes. And now we simply appoint her as the new... Appoint her as the... Excuse me, she's definitely here right now. For reasons I'm not clear about, I cannot actually set her as Chancellor. She simply is not appearing, which is odd, because it's definitely not because she's a woman. A woman currently holds the post, and it's not because she's foreign, because plenty of people who are not Breton culture are showing up in this list, so I'm not quite sure, but that's fine. You're still doing a perfectly decent job. 20% chance a year, you will trigger that sooner or later. 19 is a good, healthy amount. I've also made a decision. Now that the Holy Roman Empire has managed to lose Bohemia and lost all of Spain, is generally about the same strength in terms of manpower as me, just to get rid of all these bloody alerts, I'm going to leave the defensive pact. If there's any sign whatsoever that he's starting to generate claims against me, or what have you, I'll go straight back in, but for the time being, I'm just leaving this defensive pact because I'm so flipping sick of getting constant alerts about people dropping in and dropping out of it. Now, one more thing I do need to worry about, which is succession. I've now got myself a bunch of children, including the Tanist Matt, who now stands to inherit literally everything. Now, I will probably be changing the succession rules so that does not happen anymore, but just in case it does happen, it's probably best that Matt is actually, you know, good at his job. Now, I am right now kind, just, and lustful. Fine, so I do actually have a virtue, which is good enough for me to potentially decide to become... Is it Benedictine I want? Hang on, which is which? And hello? Assassins? Why are there assassins here? The elusive assassins consider themselves the true followers of Allah and will do anything to further the advances of Shia Islam and... Okay, I think you guys, like, might have sent this text message to the wrong number, because, like, various reasons I'm not the right person for this, actually. I'd actually, you know, be a lot more interested in just actually boosting my, here we go, yeah, boosting my stewardship in order to have, yes, my wards with a chance to have increased attribute points during education and upon reaching adulthood. Yes, that's the way to do it right there. Even if fertility goes down slightly, I've got a lot of fertility buffs on right now. 15% is not the worst thing in the world. My wife is plus 15. I must be plus like 90 when I stack all of the fertility buffs I've got on me right now between like family, lustful, the ambition to groom an heir. Like, I'm still way up on fertility even if I do this. And this way, I actually get to hopefully train young Matt to be an excellent, fine young man. So I will join the society. Yes. Oh, would you believe it? I can also afford even more flipping horse retinues. Yes. Yes, I say. Let's have more flipping horse retinues. So, I am now a good Catholic guy who can hopefully instruct my children well, which is flipping marvellous, and I promised my wife Luca I would find a suitable ride for her when her mare had to be put down. Now I'm in luck. Not only one, but 3 different mares have been brought to Cornwall. Okay, so lose 5 gold, old but sweet, lose 10 gold. Okay, apparently, if I just buy this woman a magnificent horse for 15 gold, that is cheap. Do you have any idea how much I spent on just some random hat I wear on a day-to-day basis? Yeah, 15 gold is nothing, and she will apparently fall totally in love with me, which will hopefully mean, yeah, we're even more likely to have more children, because I've got 1 son right now, wouldn't mind having a spare just in case. And yes, as for Scotland, I believe Ireland are currently at war with them for some reason. They want, I think they want a Galloway, so they just want this local area. That's fine, they'll probably pull that off, and Mormuman is no longer... Oh dear. Why is Mormuman no longer my steward? What happened to Mormuman? Well, she's either naffed off because she got married or she's dead, but in either case, you know what? We've got Useless right here. Anyone who'd actually be willing to vote for me? No, no one seems to like me, with the exception of my mother. But I probably shouldn't put her in this position because, well, actually, hang on, what's the state of the council right now? Oh, not so great. Not so great. I need to actually impose a steward and a new advisor. And right now, yes, the council's not exactly in a rush to support me. Yeah, you know what? I'll just go for the most qualified person for the job. By the way, have fun collecting taxes literally forever. And not one person in the realm would be willing to vote with me, so... Okay, you random Count of Lancaster, let's just have flipping pragmatists across the board. That's probably a good thing for a council that, like, you know, makes big important decisions. Let's just have flipping all of you just be incredibly pragmatic. By the way, the Holy Roman Revolts aren't done quite yet. That's a new one. Hello, what do you guys want? Sadly not independence on this occasion. This is just someone else who feels like being the Emperor instead. Now, we might want to keep an eye on Duchess Maud, who only recently took over Wessex, because she is already trying to fabricate a claim on the Kingdom of England, and that's not cool. That's not cool, Maud. Alright, anything more out of you, we might just decide you need to, you know, go and live in the oubliette for a while. And speaking of her, oh bless her, she wants an actual seat on the council. Well, that's a shame, because you're terrible at everything. Though then again... my advisors are kind of useless for the time being. Yeah, sure. Why not? I suppose you could be one of my advisors. But bigger problems. There's lots of people that think they ought to be on the council. Like the Grand Mayor of East Anglia, who could be my Chancellor after we're done getting the claim on Scotland. Then I'll probably move him into there. For the time being, yeah, actually, Cedric the Duke of Northumberland is more angry. I mean, that's worth minus 40 right there. I just need to get rid of some duchies. But, hang on, the problem is, plenty of my duchies are actually located in Wales. Now, if I get rid of those duchies to someone else, those people as dukes will actually be able to vote in the Welsh elections. Now, Wales is important to me because Wales right now I can just gift to whoever is the Emperor, and that's very important for the stability of the entire realm, because then I can always guarantee that whoever is Emperor will have the huge troop production facilities. Wales being in the hands of someone who's not me, that can't ever be allowed to happen. So I cannot give away those duchies. I might need to destroy them instead in that case. Yeah, I might just have to. Right, Cedric, you get on the council. And oh my goodness, it's the Rose Garden business again. Yes, keep doing the Rose Garden thing. Gardener is a great trait. Yeah, I need to do this. I might be able to make my people like me just by straight up destroying a couple of duchies we don't actually need. So, this duchy is a garbage duchy that basically just serves no purpose. So, the de jure vassals of the Duchy of Powys will be upset. I'm not sure there are any, so I'm just going to get rid of that. Marvellous. And now I'm up to just 3 duchies. I think I'm allowed 2, but let's just make sure, see if anyone's actually upset with me right now. How upset are you with me right now? So, too many duchies, -10. So if I just get rid of 1 more, I could just get rid of Gwynedd, to be honest. I mean, I don't want to get rid of the Southern Wales one. And the only reason I say that is because, yeah, there is actually a de jure vassal of that. But the Duchy of Gwynedd, once again, I own all of that. So why can't I destroy that? Succession type is not Gavelkind. Okay, why would that matter? I'm not sure why that would matter precisely. Well, in either case, that should have made a positive impact because there is now 1 less duchy in my hands, which will be absolutely fine. Now, what do you want to do? Spare some of your worldly wealth. Oh, yes, donate to charity mission. That one is super easy to do. I like this one because it just basically gives you charitable for free, and charitable is actually pretty good. So, yeah, I'll 100% do that. I would like to donate to charity. That's 200 devotion. Piety up, Temple Vast Opinion up, I might gain Charitable, it's just 100 gold, so we'll just do that. Marvellous. And I can also swap money for Temple Vassal Opinion if I ever need to by donating to the Holy Orders. Gotcha. Don't need any of that business, however. I think we're fine. Yeah, I still haven't actually bothered vassalizing any of the, like, knightly orders, which apparently I could do for just 500 gold. Okay, where are you guys based again? I'm not sure where you guys are based. I'm going to do it. I don't really know what it does, but I am going to just vassalize the Knights Templar. Hooray! I've done that. So, what does that actually mean? You now officially work for me. Got it. And you've got a few bits of land. Okay. Yes, here we go. So they don't actually own any actual counties, but they own the odd just little barony or whatever, just the odd castle dotted around that officially belongs to them and doesn't belong to any of this. I think they used to have, or someone used to have one in. Yeah, actually, the Knights Templar do actually still have a tiny bit of territory down here in London. They just own a little castle over in Fulham, because of course they do. So, okay, do you guys pay me taxes now? I'm not sure. Well, in either case, things are looking pretty decent for the time being. Plenty of people liking me here. Plenty of counts and mayors. Who doesn't like me? Actually, not that many people. Bishop's the worst at -19. Lord Mayor. The Duke of Northumberland is the actual, yeah, most hating Duke right now. And I could sort that out if I just actually, yeah, decided to give up 1 more duchy, which I can't do right now because, well, I could give it away, but again, I don't want... Actually, I could. You, my good man. You, my good man, who right now technically works for the Duchess of Brittany. If I were to give you the duchy down here, you'd still only have 1 vote because you'd only be 1 man. Yes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to give you the duchy of this area. And that should hopefully, yes, up to +26. Now, just let time pass for a moment. And everybody seems to be rather happy with me. Yes, there we go. So the odd bishop is not happy. The odd Lord Mayor. But actually, this to me looks very, very positive indeed. Yes. In fact, there's a surprising number of priests who at this point almost like me more than they like the Pope. Right now it's pretty much Pope across the board, but It's quite close. Within like, yeah, 10, 15 odd. Well, I could get religious customs up immediately for a further 3. Screw it, let's do that. And another 10 just for donating 300 gold. I've got plenty of gold, so I'm going to donate that. And I'm going to donate to you as well. Marvellous. Wait, did I just donate to the same person? I think I just donated to the same person twice, but okay. Back to religion here, back to religion. And okay, everyone's still paying taxes to the Pope, not to me. But part of that is, yeah, I revoked a vassal title. Once that actually wears off, in just 5 years' time, I'll actually be in good shape to be receiving taxes from the church, which is rather cool. Also, the ruling dynasty of the Sayutid Sultanate, which I believe is all these guys down here, actually, that's been overthrown by zealous and hard-living tribesmen of Nizamuddin. Okay, so that is... that's you guys then. Got it. Sorry, Nizamuddin even. So, you guys have basically just taken a big old chunk of land down here. Well done, I suppose. Oh, and better, I've just got rid of Cynical. Because Cynical's not exactly great, to be honest. It's fine, but not spectacular. But getting rid of that will make the church like me even... Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Cynicism really hurts your opinion with the actual church. So, some of you guys are actually going to be paying me taxes going forward. Nice. And let's actually hope for green fingers here rather than dirty hands. And no, dirty hands. That's a shame. Real shame there. No matter. That's absolutely fine. I'm still charitable, which is diplomacy +3. Very, very good. Charitable is great. And that is, yeah, church opinion up as well. Nice. Oh, bit of a scrap going on between Ireland and Scotland there. Scotland, they've got the advantage because of a river crossing, but yeah, Ireland just outnumbers them far, far, far too much. They will easily win that one. The Scottish army will be worn down a little bit, which is good because we may need to actually go up there and take those bastards out in order to actually, yeah, bring them into the Empire. That'll be marvellous. And I think if I recall correctly, yes, here we go. It is March 1257. So, as soon as we hit April of 1257, we will be in very good shape, because I will have actually ruled for 10 years, and we can start looking at some succession rules, and won't that be fun? Except the game's doing that thing where it says I haven't actually ruled for 10 years. Okay, we'll just keep an eye on that, because sometimes everything is just weird. Actually, sometimes, yeah, it says you need to hold your current positions for 10 years, but I swear... I've had this for... Yeah, I've definitely had this for 10 years. Also, what the heck is going on here? So, you guys want... You guys are going to war in order to take the city of Sandwich. Not the entire county, just the city. Except maybe you can't take the entire county, because technically you're actually a Grand Mayor and a Merchant Republican. Also, those have just gone green. Those have just totally gone green. Okay, right. You get on with that. I don't actually care. I've got more important things to worry about. So, can I change every single bit of election law? Because it looks like I actually can. There we go. No counter or higher tier vassal of this title has a negative opinion. Yeah, everybody likes me. So many people like me. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Now this is fun stuff right here. It's time to start changing some election law. Except, hang on, does this count as a law change? And thus I only have to do it like once every 10 years or something? Like I have to change each one at a time? I don't know. And this is also an excellent time for me to actually, yeah, have a little look-see at what we need to do next. Because I like Tanistry, alright? I'm tempted to just switch everything back over to Tanistry. But... maybe there are other opportunities. Like, I haven't looked over the different options for some time. This is a good time for me to just have a little look-see. Okay, elective Gavelkind. Titles of ruler are divided among his children and the primary heir, who is elected from among the members of the ruling dynasty. Law defaults to primogeniture. You get no prestige penalty for having unlanded sons. Can have 30% larger domain. Destruction of titles under any form of Gavelkind succession is not allowed. Yes, I noticed it's rather odd. On succession, in kingdoms and empires, new kingdoms might be created for younger sons if possible. Junior heirs always get the choice to declare independence without a war. That sounds like the worst thing imaginable. Why would I ever want to do that? Seniority, oldest member of dynasty inherits. Probably not a great idea. Primogeniture has the advantage of stability at the bare minimum. So oldest child of the ruler inherits all titles. Successor will like the law. All other members of the dynasty will disapprove slightly. Okay, so we could just have a period of primogeniture, but if we do that, we are basically putting all our eggs in Matt. And is that a good idea? I don't know if that's a good idea. Now, elective monarchy, because I like there being an election. It's fun that there's an election. The question is, what sort of election do we want to have? So, the ruler and each lower rank vassal, i.e. dukes if the ruler's a king, can nominate a successor from among themselves and the legitimate children and siblings of the ruler. Dukes are valid electors in both kingdoms and empires. Okay, so elective monarchy would effectively work like tanistry for an emperor, because even though it's supposed to be just one rank down, in the event of an emperor, dukes get to vote anyway. So elective succession is very popular with vassals. They will not approve if their liege personally holds too many elector titles. Now, does that mean literally I would be allowed to vote for each title? Like, each title grants you one vote, as opposed to one person who's eligible having one vote, even if they hold like 10 titles that would be viable versus just the one? Oh, I don't know. I mean, that's what it implies. Versus tanistry, so ruler and all vassals 1 and 2 ranks below can nominate an heir, tanist, from among the members of the ruler's dynasty. Vassals will tend to favour older members from other branches of the family, especially claimants. Okay, so that's got the rule that it has to be from the ruler's dynasty. Elective monarchy, is there no such restriction? So ruler and each lower rank vassal can nominate a successor from among themselves. Okay, so they're allowed to actually just straight up vote for themselves. Like, it doesn't need to be my dynasty anymore. That's kind of interesting. Okay, so I've got an idea, which is for the actual Empire of Cornwall, it's probably a good idea to move that over to tanistry. Because then, no matter what happens, under 100% of circumstances, I cannot lose the title of Emperor in a vote. Alright, it can go to someone I don't approve of, but I can't lose it. I get to keep it because it can never leave my dynasty. However, I would potentially be interested in just seeing what happens under elective monarchy. So, as England right now is under primogeniture, and I definitely want some form of election to be taking place, I am going to move England over to elective right now, which, as I understand it, means, yeah, basically my close relatives, siblings, nephews, children, possibly grandchildren, they all get to be nominated, but everyone gets to nominate if they really want to, and anyone who actually gets a vote could nominate themselves as well. So I'm just going to see how it goes. You know, let's just see what happens. It sounds fun. So, elective monarchy, let's flipping go. So, that has now been changed. Does that mean okay, I am allowed to change all of this. How long until I can change this again? So, condition does not previously change succession law. Fine, so the succession law is just stuck as is for the time being. Gotcha, not a problem. So, as for, yes, the Empire of Cornwall, we should probably tannis that up again. I mean, you know, we've got plenty of time here. Tanistry means there's an election, but it's a relatively safe election. So, the Empire is going to tanistry. Okay, lovely. And as for... No, not that. Kingdom of Wales, that can be tannist as well, because then I can just basically continue just basically assigning that as I wish. So we're going to make that tanistry too, which is going to be fun. And the Kingdom of Jerusalem can also be tannist, because why not? There you go. So for England, I am going to nominate my own son. And now we're just going to keep an eye on what happens next, because I'm not 100% sure how many people actually get a vote in any of this, and I've got a new heir, the Tanist something of Ireland. Okay, Why? Who's voting for him where? Ah, of course, he's being voted for over in, presumably by the Irish Lords. King Falloman of Ireland has put a vote straight in for him. I better just quickly get my votes in for my own son, just to, you know, give people a bit of a view. Oh, he really hates the fact I've just changed all the laws, so now he actually has to, you know, get voted in. He doesn't like that one bit. Oh, and here's fun. So King Geralt of Kent does actually get to vote, even though he's, like, you know, not part of England. Just because he's a de jure duke or petty king, I suppose. Apparently he just gets a vote anyway. That's nice. I mean, I know this is a bit on the messy side, but I do just quite like it when there's, like, you know, big complicated elections with as many people voting as possible. In fact, I've got a plan to improve that system even further. Because you see, right now we do have a bit of a problem, which is, yes, now there's actually a King of Ireland, who the Dukes of Ireland seem to actually like. Yes, because there are so many flipping electors in Ireland, they're basically just gathering together to make sure that their king is in fact next in line. Though, yeah, hang on, he's 67. The chance of him actually making it to be the next emperor is not great. I know I said that's about Michelle, but on this occasion, this guy's 67 and my guy's 46. Oh, it could happen. It could totally flipping happen yet. Right, we know how this goes for the time being. As this guy's actually winning right now, that means I need to vote for him here just to be safe. To make sure that if I do drop dead, bare minimum, we do actually manage to maintain some military strength with the imperial throne. Now, what's going on over in England? Because this is interesting. This is interesting to me. So we've got ourselves multiple votes for, yes, Leofwine of York. He gets to vote for himself. Wessex has decided to back him, as has Northumberland. Absolutely fine. Now, he is not actually of my dynasty, but if England wants to govern themselves, to be honest, they're welcome to, just as long as they actually keep working for the Empire. Not really a problem as far as I'm concerned. If it becomes a problem, then next generation I could just move them over to Tanistry. But I was just kind of curious as to, yeah, in England, who was going to vote for who. Because right now, I'm voting for my own son, but no one else is, unfortunately. Absolutely. Okay, everyone's just voting for themselves. Would you believe most people have just decided to vote for themselves? Marvellous. The vassals, meanwhile, are absolutely thrilled by all of this business because now they actually get a vote. So all of my vassals are very much on side for the time being. Frankly, I'm a little bit outraged you haven't all gone straight over to loyalists under the circumstances, but whatever, eh? Oh my goodness, and I've got my first granddaughter, who seems to actually be a bastard granddaughter, but whatever, it's still a granddaughter, it's fine. Ah yes, and my domain is slightly too big at the minute because I've lost the benefits from Gavelkind. So now I'm only at 9. So that's absolutely fine. I just need to find somebody to give some territory away to. And I admit I kind of like this guy. I'm kind of in favour of this guy. I kind of just want to give him a bit more land, really. I mean, I just want to see what he manages to do with it. Yeah, I'm going to give him Northampton. Why the hell not? There we go. The mighty merchant republic of East Anglia continues to grow. I mean, this is starting to get exciting down here. We've actually got ourselves, yeah, flipping East Anglia trade zones starting to emerge. I don't even know what that means, but it seems kind of cool, though apparently the Hansa have actually got little trade zones down here as well. So, screw those guys, we'll sort that out later, but yeah, I've got flipping East Anglian trade zones now, that's cool, I think. And this guy wants me to build a church. Okay, I'm not keen on building churches for the most part. They fill up valuable empty spots, but I guess I'm unlikely to do anything else with this space over here in Gwynedd. So go on then, have yourself a church. And as we probably would have expected, we have got ourselves a brand new Holy Roman Emperor. Indeed, the revolt very easily cleared out the last guy. And this guy is not very good, to be perfectly honest. He is very, very clever, but not so much in the ways of war. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh flippin' dear. No, 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 no. Right, well, you guys are vulnerable right now. And better and better, it's almost time for us to go back to war with Kent. We can slowly start just bringing more of them back into the fold. Though I say this, just out of interest, I haven't actually bothered, you know, offering him the chance to just join. And no, he must be at peace. Fine, you know what? I'll let them wrap up this war over here, and then I'll actually offer them vassalization. I am their de jure liege. I am vastly stronger than them. They might just be willing to come back on board peacefully. Also, some fairly major important changes here. So, sure, Ireland owns a bit of the Midlands, but Brittany now owns Southern Ireland. Okay, what exactly occurred here? So, Duke O'Dear of Munster. So he just came over and... Right, okay, Munster, what exactly occurred here? So 7 odd years back, someone actually inherited that, and then this guy just decided to come over and he just cogged it as a claimant. And yeah, he was already landed and worked for the King of Brittany, so he's just brought this area over to Brittany. So, okay, not really a problem, I guess, as long as no one's getting too strong here. And, ooh, there's quite a few big revolts happening, apparently. Yes, this brings the King of Brittany up to about 4,300 troops, and the current King of Ireland up to 3,000 odd. Fine, so they're not too powerful yet. I'm not so worried. Now, there's also this big old revolt going on here. So, this is a new revolt for somebody else's claim on Munster. Right, so I feel like the local Munsterians are not so keen on Brittany just coming over and taking all their stuff. Gotcha. And here we go. So Essex has invaded in order to try and take... What do you want? You want Surrey, though you're attacking Essex for obvious reasons. Meanwhile, at this exact moment in time, Northumberland has also decided to come down to claim Kent, but Kent is busy being besieged by East Anglia, who just want the city of Sandwich. So there's a lot of dogpiling going on here, it must be said. And this year's award for totally unjustified ballsiness goes to Earl Leofway of Surrey, who decided to attack the Emperor of Cornwall to try and take over England. Good luck with that, you stupid bastards. And this is interesting, we've got ourselves a new heir here. Hang the flip on here. Hang on, what's going on? It would appear that the Irish have all split their votes a little bit. In fact, actually, yeah, the Duchess of Ulster and the Duke of Leinster have all decided to get behind Theodoric of Leinster. Now, he's fine. He's alright. He's not terrible. He could be a lot better, but he's not awful. And here's interesting. I'm not actually on my own in voting for my son anymore. So, the Duke of Essex has decided to change his vote to my son. I might actually be able to hold on to England anyway if I just keep these guys nice and happy. Now this is very, very interesting indeed. Oh, and better and flippin' better, it looks like over time, yeah, Duchess Maud, the guy she's married to, is in fact part of my house. It's a regular marriage, so when she pops off, someone of my dynasty is going to take over, and he is... That's an interesting character. 17 on diplomacy, 1 on martial. Not sure I'd want him to be emperor, but could be useful in time. Oh, never mind. Ireland realised what was going on. They've actually put their vote straight back where they were. That's fine. Ireland pretty predictably just defending its own, but I've got a plan. I've got a plan here, and also I've just become humble, which is pretty much the worst of the virtues. Diligent is amazing, humble's kind of terrible, but screw it, it's fine, it's more devotion points. Also, need to remember, I am technically still at war right now, so let's just actually, you know, get some troops raised up, please. Here we go, the local elite of Cornwall should be able to handle this, though actually, hang on, is that... You've already been defeated. Who defeated you? Because someone has apparently already defeated you. Right, we should probably just tell everyone to stand down, actually. I feel like the actual retainers can handle this by themselves. That's fine. In fact, you know what? Let's have a quick look-see over who are the likely candidates right now for the actual election. So we've got ourselves Fallon of Cornwall. He is not bad, actually. He's old, he's not going to be around for long enough to actually make it stick, but he's not terrible. Then we have got Theodoric of Leinster. He is distinctly average. Obviously, there's my own son, and we don't know anything about him yet. But for a 5-year-old, that's not terrible. We'll see. Then we've got the rather fancily dressed Prince Gaud. Oh, I'm not even going for him, just 'cause I can't pronounce the name. I mean, if worst comes to worst, he seems like he's a decent guy with alright stats, I suppose. And then we've got Count Clemens of Kernev. Actually, he's not bad. He's pretty decent. I could get behind Count Clemens, yes. Yeah, screw it. I'm actually going to vote for Clemens right now. Clemens seems like a decent sort. Yeah, fortune builder, shrewd, and erudite. That's a good little combination. And he's only 20 years old. He's got a lot more he could do yet. Still too many Irish votes, though. Fallorman is still just remaining, just as the actual leader there. Okay, and that's mainly due to, yeah, he's voting for himself. Ulster, okay, fine. So it's a couple of the people over in Ireland that are voting for him. They're just voting for their own king. This is the problem. And this is why I want to have my eyes on Scotland, because I've got a ludicrously elaborate, stupid plan. Oh, but more fuss on Bordigor and the Empire. So a tiny bit of Ireland's just flipped over to being under Wessex control. Okay, did you just inherit that? I'm going to assume you must have just... Yes, you've just inherited that. I'm guessing the last guy just died without appropriate children of his dynasty. So this person just inherited. He already had a county elsewhere, so he didn't flick over. Yeah, so now a little bit of Ireland belongs to England, which historically generally does not end well. So I look forward to that all going wrong. And I've got yet another bloody useless daughter. Bloody hell, and I swear one of them's already called Enoch, so this one's just going to be called Emma. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, that would have actually been the second princess with the exact same name, so glad we didn't do that. And here we go. Tanist Matt. So, showing a bit of early promise towards military. Probably I'll just go for struggle. I generally like struggle. It often works out pretty well. We'll see how that goes. Also, excuse me, Prince O'Dear of Brittany wants to kill Tanist Matt, does he? Well, apparently he doesn't want to anymore. That's almost a shame. I would like to have, like, you know, thrown him in prison for that, because that's definitely a prisonable offence. I need to watch out for consumption as well. There's a lot of that floating around right now. Also, this is slightly surprising. So apparently my wife doesn't like me anymore. Because I changed the succession law, which screwed over her children. Okay. Apparently we're going to, well, it says I'm going to break up with her. Like, I'm not sure I am. It's the 13th century. I'm Catholic. The Pope has to get involved in this business. I mean, we're still husband and wife, right? I think we're just not technically together anymore. Also, oh, blimey. Right, the stress of that hit me harder than I thought. I just grew a really, really angry grey emo beard very fast. Also, I've just noticed, so, Thomas of Cornwall wasn't doing anything, so I just kind of sent him off to Italy. I've only just noticed, however, that actually created a non-aggression pact with the Queen of Italy, which is of interest, because right now I don't really have any friends in the world. Italy, what do you get on with on a day-to-day basis? Because you are apparently quick, and you're not actually married or betrothed at the minute. Okay, this could be interesting. Any chance that you would be interested in any of mine? Like, say, oh, this is interesting. This is very, very interesting. Matt could actually get betrothed to the flipping Queen of Italy. Okay. This is, I mean, that's a good pairing. They're a similar age, and just because of prestige effects, she'd say yes. I mean, yeah. Okay, hang on, I'm down for this. Yes, Matt, we found you a future flipping wife, and she's quick. Okay, she's going to come with good titles, all sorts of good stuff here. Okay, and now that me and you are all betrothed together, how about an alliance? Okay, oh, blimey. Okay, who's this and why is there suddenly a massive, what, is that a Kingdom of Africa? Yes, Kingdom of Africa, which is being held by the Queen of Sicily, who just decided Africa was going to be her primary title. Okay, that's cool. So now the Kingdom of Africa just has, yeah, it holds all of Sicily, has a bit of territory up here as far as, what is that? Is that Naples or something? Oh, there's Capua right there. Sorry, that's Capua right there. Fine. Also, without even trying, I have actually beaten the forces of Surrey, which is good, I suppose. They just pretty much gave up, to be honest. Now, Italy, this is interesting. Italy don't seem to go to war very often. They're part of a big defensive pact versus the Holy Roman Empire, which is fine. The only reason I opted out of that is because I got sick of the alerts, so I'm cool with that as well. Yeah, actually. Big empire over here, and Italy together, or just bringing Italy into the empire, give it a generation or two. That could be of interest, yes. Ooh, and what's actually going on down here? I think someone just won a fairly... Oh, yeah, okay. Someone just won a pretty major victory down in Kent. There's the alliance, by the way. So, hang on, what's actually going on here? So, there's an Earl of Kent. He reports into... Right, it's Northumberland. Northumberland now just owns Kent, I suppose. How many children do you have, by the way? Sadly, only one. Because otherwise I might enforce Gavelkind on you. Actually, hang on, what are the rules down here? So, the Duchy of Kent, that plays by primogeniture. Up here in Northumberland, that is also primogeniture. Fine. So, pretty stable there. Maybe I'll force Gavelkind on him at some point just to split it all up. I mean, I'd love to actually force Gavelkind on this guy over here. But I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to do it because, yeah... He doesn't actually directly work for me. He's also gone and moved Ireland over to primogeniture, which I don't particularly approve of, but I guess as king, he has the right to do that, yes. And Brittany's gone and done the exact same bloody thing as well. Bloody hell, right, so basically, I just set up a democratic process that lets you guys actually take over these territories, and the first thing you decided to do was abolish democracy so no one could ever take them away from you again. Well, I'm not thrilled about this, really. Because you know what happens to people who try and do stuff like that? They get Gavelkind forced on them. Or, I just actually take the territory back off them. I could just do that too. Screw you, there's no way you can stop me. And oh bloody hell, we've got the stupid pirate conspiracy event going on here. So, you know what? I really want to keep you on side. I'm going to lose prestige just to keep you nice and happy. Because I would like you to marry my son. Emperor Happiness, you are a filthy bastard and a liar. I'll have you know our pact has been broken through no fault of mine, but through your treacherous actions. May your days be filled with deserved misery. She's flipping 4 years old. I'm not convinced that she wrote this letter herself. Right, okay. So... the pact has now broken down. Well, that was quick. I mean, is the actual, the wedding still on, by the way? Hang on. Are we still... Yes, okay. So, we're still potentially, like, getting married. And do we actually still have a... We've still got a non-aggression pact. Yes, we've still got a non-aggression pact, thanks to Matt and Thomas. Can I suggest an alliance at some point? And... okay, is a close relative or has a non-aggression pact? We've got a non-aggression pact, but the game's probably just saying, well, that only just broke down so you can't have it again. Okay, so I'm not allied with these guys anymore. What about Sweden? I think I've got... oh. Maybe not a good time to be friends with Sweden. You guys can just sort out your own problems, actually. And bloody hell, another daughter. Constant daughters coming out of my wife. This is not what I need. Okay, I need another son just in case the first one doesn't work out. And no, she can just be Nell. Nell is fine. Actually, no, she can be more advanced than that. Nellis. There we go. Good name for a girl, Nellis. Also, apparently, like, my nephew is planning to, raise men against me. We've got one of those adventurer things happening, do we? Okay, well that's absolutely fine. Let's just assassinate him if we can. Lovely. How assassinatable are you, my good man? Well, a bit, but it's going to cost a bit of money to do. Hang on, where are you located? We might just be able to... where exactly? Hang on, where are you? Steward of Hainault, over here. Okay, deploy the spy mistress. We can sort this out. There we go. That barely cost anything. These guys will all come on board. I think I spent maybe like 150. if it stops an adventure threat before it arrives, probably worth doing, to be honest. I'm not sure why this bastard wants to cause trouble for me, but screw him. Yeah, up to 126. That'll happen sooner or later. Now, Essex. Count Geralt the Black. You are currently at peace, aren't you? I'm going to offer you vassalization. No. You're going to say no. Despite the fact that you... Alright, fine. I guess we come and do it by force then, you stupid bastards. I'm not even going to bother actually raising the troops at this point. Alright, the retinue can handle this. These guys have still been completely trashed from the last war. Stupid, stupid bastards. Everyone in the comments is like, John, why'd you never offer vassalization? This is why, because stupid bastards like this don't accept it when they blatantly should. At this point, by the way, I'm just riding him down. This is my retinue of nothing but cavalry. So we basically just charged across the plain at him and just destroyed him. That's what happened there. Right, well, this shouldn't take very long. And while I'm having a think about this, and while I'm just waiting for Scotland to come around, I do have the old French plan in waiting. And in fact, actually, I've got... Oh, hang on. What are you doing exactly? You're trying to... Oh, you're just trying to rearrange and revoke. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't involve me in the slightest. Yes, France. Operation Recreate France. Now, I could do that because remember that guy I invited? He's still floating around. In fact, I've actually got a bunch of actually kind of unfortunate claims right now. Like, yeah, I do actually have a weak claim I could push on the Kingdom of Leon and the Kingdom of Sweden and the Kingdom of Hungary. Every single one of those claims is held by a woman who I cannot land. So as a result, I can't really push them because I wouldn't get anything out of it. So that's a bit of a shame, unfortunately. We'll just have to wait and see if maybe they produce children those claims passed on to. But, the big one, the big, exciting, sexy one, is this guy, who we invited to court a long time ago. See, good old Hamlin over here, he's got himself strong claims on the Duchy of Burgundy, and also strong claims on the Duchy of Poitou, sorry, Claire, I don't know how to pronounce that, and Duchy of Champagne. Okay, I can pronounce Champagne. Okay, I can pronounce Champagne in English. It's probably something completely different in French. So, he's got a bunch of really, really good claims there. He's 29, his wife is 26. Hopefully they'll get out a few more children. I mean, I could just basically push over and take those right now. And this is probably a very good time for it. The Holy Roman Empire is weak at this exact moment in time, okay? Their vassals are, yeah, massively reduced in strength. I think there's been a series of problems and wars recently. So, I significantly outnumber him. If there was ever a time to launch an assault on the Holy Roman Empire, now is it. And it's a shame Italy's not going to be actually getting involved. That would be very, very useful. Sweden... I think I do actually have the ability to request an alliance with... No, I've lost the non-aggression pact because you guys have all changed over. I wouldn't mind a friend. If I could find a friend, then I might be willing to launch an attack. How much strength does Denmark have? 10,000. That's not bad. That would, yeah, be a very helpful little addition to the course. Oh, Bohemia. Now that's the one I've actually got my eye on. So, the grandson of the current king of Bohemia is not yet set up to marry anybody. Now, Kat is not really doing anything. Neither's Emma, to be honest. And actually, Kat's at 4. 4 stewardship at age 7 is pretty good. Yeah, I'm going to actually put Emma forward to marry you. So, Emma can... Ah, no, boo. Not into that. Okay. Why not? We'll not consider offers from... I am not an infidel anymore. Wait, is Emma an infidel? Emma might be an infidel. Hang on. No, Emma is not an infidel. She is a good Catholic girl. Oh, when you say infidel, you mean not Jewish. Right, sorry, I see where you're going with that. Right, my mistake. I tell you what, we've got the new Kingdom of Portugal over here. There's a kid here, age 6. Okay. That might work. That could work very, very nicely indeed. How do you feel about marrying one of mine? Like, how do you feel about marrying Emma? Okay, he's on board for that. Not matrilineally, obviously. But I'm up for that. Let's get you two engaged right now. Just check that all goes through nice and simple. Also, there's just been a changeover in Brittany. Hang on, I'm a bit busy for the minute. So you, Form an alliance with me. Oh, screw you. Boo. Boo, I say. Right, okay. You know what? We can do this by ourselves. We don't need any other help. So, what's just happened over here? Old king has died. New king with an unpronounceable name is now in play due to the rules of, primogeniture. Fine. So, he is alright. Expects to be on the council, but honestly, because of the changes I made to succession law, no, he doesn't care about that because he wasn't actually ruling when they were made. So, he's still pretty happy with his life, to be honest. Do we have an empty seat on the council? Which one was it? It was Spy Master. Oh no, that's an important position. Right. I need someone who's actually good at that job, and okay, apparently the Duke of York would be very good at that job. And also, what's that symbol? Master Seducer. That could be useful for a spy master, yes. I mean, it's a bit dangerous to have the Duke of York, but then he does really like me. Yeah, go on then. For now, you can have that job. Well, no movement up in Scotland, so I'm doing this. Alright, I am moving the flip down. Let's have a little look-see at this kid, see what we can do here. Okay. Here we flipping go. So, number one, you, my good man, need to get yourself nice and landed. So I'm going to do that right now. Grant you a landed title. You can actually have that bit in the middle of England. That's cool. So you can actually just have, which is that? That's the county of Bedford. There you go. Have the county of Bedford. All flipping yours, so you, my good man, are now nice and landed. Beautiful. Let's just quickly update that. Yes, there we go. Landed. So, now that you have also been landed, we're just going to go over here to the current Duke Louis the Dragon, who owns a big old pile of troops. And we are going to declare... Why are we not going to declare war? Oh, sorry, we officially have to declare war on your boss. Sorry, my mistake, I forgot. Now, I'm a little bit concerned about all of this, because the number of troops this guy's got is definitely going up. I really would like an alliance. Italy, come on. Come on, guys. Come round here. Let's do this. No, they're 100% not up for it. I tell you what about the Queen of Africa over here? Alright, she's willing to get a non-aggression pact going. Let's just check that goes through. See if maybe we can bring you on board. Yep, that's cool. So now, Africa. Now that me and you have done that, and you've got 7,000 troops to bring along, I don't like any of you, to be honest. Right, political concerns, base reluctance, opinion. Okay, what if I send you some money? If I send you some money right about now, and also... Wait, kill... Who? Who am I killing and why? Oh, wait, hang on, I'm killing some guy who's trying to kill me. Well, honestly, we were trying to kill him, that's fine. Oh, flip, that pile of money did the job. We've got ourselves an alliance. And also, something just happened over there, but not sure what that is. Just wait for the confirmation. Wait for it to say yes. We've got a confirmation, and... Wait, what? We're still... Oh yeah, we're still at war with this guy. That's fine. I don't actually care. We're nearly done with that. It's okay. We can get on with something else at the minute. Because that's not actually an army. That's actually just a retinue. So it's fine for us to declare war immediately. Okay, so Holy Roman Empire. This is absolutely fine. He's up to 17,000. Yeah, his vassals are... They're recharging fast. This is fine. We can do this. We can 100% do this, alright? I am going to claim Burgundy right now. I would like Burgundy, please. I mean, the other things I could claim would be Champagne, which actually owns... Yeah, that's quite a bit of land too. Or just that bit down there. That's not so good. This bit here is pretty good. Burgundy's probably the biggest bit. Let's just claim Burgundy as a starting point. Everyone's on board with this? Yes, everyone is on board with this. It's time. We are going to war with the Holy Roman Empire. And also we could, like, embargo the trade posts. Okay, that's fine. And if we win, we'll actually embargo that guy and gain 118 gold. No, I think I'm happier just taking Burgundy off you, screw you. This is going to be the start of my beautiful, beautiful foreign empire on the continent, alright? Screw this whole business up here with Scotland. Like, we can deal with them sooner or later. It's time for us to go down and see what's going on here in Burgundy. This is going to be beautiful, right? We should definitely move the map into this sort of an actual mood. Yes, that'll be lovely. That'll just be gorgeous. Right, raise the troops. And I mean, like, all of them. And I would also like to call you into... And who am I calling in? Yes, I'm calling in Africa to help with this business. She says maybe, but she is allied. So I'm hoping she'll say yes. So raise all of the troops, please. Absolutely. And yeah, the vassals are coming in too. So everybody just get ready to... Wait, where are the Bretonian troops? Brittany, you are definitely supposed to be coming along on this one. Okay, I will not hear any flipping excuses. Everyone gather together in, like, Land's End. We are going to war. While you're gathering, by the way, I should really check we've got good enough commanders, because I don't actually know. Yeah, it doesn't look spectacular, to be honest. Let's actually find some new ones. We've got a good flanker right there, but she is a woman, and I do not actually have the laws to allow women to be commanders yet. Very, very tragically indeed. We've got another one over there, great. Leading the centre's marvellous, but tragically we don't have any of that. And another one, siege leader. That would have been nice too. Alright, the Queen of Africa is totally on board. Their troops are being raised. They are on their way. Marvellous. And I've just got a bunch of new people showing up to join this war as well. I need to actually go and take care of this guy at some point. No, I forgot to... I didn't actually finish besieging the... Okay, how many people do I have to leave behind for this? Hang on, how many people are here? Like 2,000 odd... 1,700 odd. Right, okay, I need like 2,000... That's quite a lot of people. That's quite a lot of people. Okay, I might be willing to offer a white peace to you. Okay, but then... No, what we should do is figure out where the heck is the retainer now. Where are they? They're somewhere around here. Yeah, you guys, come and join me later. Alright, finish off Essex first, and then come and join the war. Lovely. Also, here's something a little bit on the interesting side. So, there are strange tidings from the county of Glamorgan. As our country suffers under the strain of war, a young woman has come forward and declared the Lord has spoken to her and instructed her to deliver us from the enemies of our land. She wears armour, wields a sword, and rides with the soldiers. Her name is Perrin, and she is said to be approaching your court this very moment. And she's got flipping 33 martial, together with cavalry leader, aggressive leader, and inspiring leader. And she's brave, honest, chaste, zealous, celibate, a brilliant strategist, and only 17. Well, this is a bit of an interesting turn-up for the books. And I think, by the way, the Imperials are planning to invade us. Now this... Hang on, Battle of Uselas. Oh! Right, sorry, some of the Holy Roman Imperials have already showed up, have they? Right, well, you guys all just merge together for the time being. I'm happy to play defensively, just to actually wear down some of their armies just for the time being. Okay, we got ourselves... Oh, no, wait, hang on. I need to actually, like, you know, tell the new guys who are commanders that they're commanders. Just a second. Oh, hang on, Perrin's available. Perrin is available right now. I think Perrin is straight in, so that is very, very good indeed. We've got a whole bunch of new people I've just invited for these wars, alright? I am bringing the good commanders to bear. You know what? Screw it. I am putting Perrin right in the flipping middle with 33. On one of the flanks, I have actually got a specialised flanker, so plus 20% on the flanks. You can get in there as well. On the other flank... Bit of an interesting series of choices here. I do have... how much heavy infantry do we have? Actually, this is where there's the most heavy infantry. So, heavy infantry and inspiring leader on the other flank. Yeah, screw it. Right, that is a good series of commanders right flipping there. You, get over here and liberate this area if you'd be so kind. This area needs to be... Oh, that morale actually reset. Boo, that's annoying. Right, well, we need to take this again, but more people are coming. We've won that battle over there, back up to 0%. These guys are about to land. Yeah, I think actually the Imperials are about to make a stupid error and slowly invade us bit by bit, which means we can just slowly start beating them up bit by bit as well. That flipping works for me. Okay, in we go, in we go, in we go. So, yep, there we go. This battle is now underway. They've already collapsed. We're just chasing them off. There's 6,000 men right here. This is exactly how I wanted this war to go. This is perfect. They're just idiotically moving in, invading bit by bit, meaning I can actually pick their army apart before they're able to draw it all together. Now, there are allies coming in as well, but in we go again. And once more, barely taking any losses whatsoever, we are going to chase off the Imperials up to 6%, and Essex is going to be defeated too very, very soon indeed. That is a battle of, yeah, multiple battles being won here. Love this. In fact, I think that might actually be, hang on, where are my friends right now? Where are my friends? I'm not quite sure where my friends are. Right, they're in Venice. They're just slowly sieging down parts of Venice. Why are you doing that precisely? It's the Grand City of Venice. Like, who do they work for? Because they don't actually work for. Hang on. This doesn't feel like. Yes, this is just an unrelated war you're getting involved in. So that's great. Thanks. That's not helpful in the slightest. Right, chase them down. Chase them down. I want these guys defeated, please. Let's just smash this army. And Perrin, uh-oh. The nobles are not keen necessarily on this girl who is suddenly leading our armies. They think it's unfitting and strange. Well, screw them, quite frankly. Let them moan I'm the emperor, or we should put her on trial for... No, we most definitely shall not. Okay, screw those guys. She is a very, very good leader, and she appears to have been sent by God. Okay, victory is ours as long as we decide to... Uh-oh. Okay, what's going on here exactly? And Attica is accused of plotting against Emperor Happiness. Okay, but why is Catherine here? I don't know. Attica is accused of that. Right, we should probably, like, take care of that in that case. Can we imprison her? No, apparently we can't. Ah, there we are, Attica. So, I confronted them, they denied it, and then they actually admitted they were planning to kill me? And I forgave them? No, don't do that. Let's not do that. Let's actually, like, throw them in a nice, good cell forever. And conveniently, more flipping Imperial forces slowly making their way over here and... Wait, what? Uh-oh. Wait, what just happened? What has just... Oh, bloody hell. Right, that war just basically got brought to an automatic end, but we're still kind of fighting it anyway, I guess. Because, yeah, there's been a massive revolt. And also, Matt, why did you turn around and see the present I was trying to buy for you? Boo. Right, well, get the troops to stand down, I guess, because we're not at war anymore. Right, what just happened precisely? There, so there's now a Holy Roman Revolt, pretty damn big one as well, and those guys want... It's an independence war. You know what? I'm totally on board with you guys having an independence war. That's fine. You, by the way, have 37,000 troops, and the Holy Roman Empire is not going to have much right now, mainly because they just managed to lose thousands of them against me, and oh, the Holy Roman Empire is just falling apart. This is beautiful. This is just absolutely flipping beautiful. I'm happy to just, you know, watch and laugh. I'm not even mad that I don't get Burgundy. I can claim it later. It's not a flipping problem. Right, now this is good. What's actually on board with this? Yeah, it's Burgundy itself. It's a whole bunch of stuff. Basically, these guys just want to be independent duchies, which will make them even easier for me to pick off. So I don't see that as a problem in the slightest. And meanwhile, the Queen of Africa wants me to come and help out with Venice. I'm happy to accept, to be honest. I'm not sure I'm going to go, but I am willing to, you know, officially join the war with you. That's a-okay. And if they send any troops my way, I will deal with them. It won't be a problem. Ah, but this is a bit of a problem. So, Tanist Odia apparently at some point wanted to try and murder me. Could I imprison this guy? And no, apparently that would be tyrannical because I confronted him and he said, okay, I promise I won't. I'm not sure I trust him. Not sure I trust him in the flipping slightest, but if we're very lucky, how are your wars going right now? Yeah, you're actually doing quite badly in these wars. Gotcha. Ah, but one more twist with Perrin, who is technically still part of my army, even though we're not really at war right now. One evening at court, Perrin approaches you and asks to speak with you in private. You agree and both of you sit down for a talk in your chambers. Perrin speaks to you of her visions of Christ and her quest to save the country from the enemy. She speaks with passion, her simple honesty and forceful zeal both coming across as she looks at you in the eyes. She declares her fierce loyalty, her love for you as her chosen emperor. You are impressed by her passion, intelligence and sincerity. So, okay, what do we do with that then? So thank you for coming to see me. You are sent by the Blessed Virgin. I pick up Zealous. Or we know that you are a power-hungry imposter. No, I don't think she is. I mean, just look at her stats. She's pretty bloody good at this sort of business. And do I want to actually pick up Zealous? I think Zealous is actually pretty good. I think Zealous is... that's like, +2 martial or something. Yeah, I'm happy to get Zealous. Sure, yeah, +2 martial, church opinion up, piety way up. Yeah, go for it. So Perrin looks at you with tears of joyous fervour in her eyes. My lord, you are the highest and also the wisest man in the realm. God shall guide you through me. The people shall be saved. With the sword of righteousness in my hand, guided by your wisdom and the will of God, we will be victorious. So it shall be. I like this girl. And we've finally taken a bit of Essex, so we can also wrap up this stupid war as well. Enforce my demands. Yes. That territory now, I assume, has... has that officially moved into my hands? No. You keep running the shop. It's just that, yeah, now you work for me. Great. Oh, apparently I just arrested a bunch of people too. How many people have I just arrested? Actually, wait, hang on. Don't I have some people in my... oh, I've got quite a lot of people in the dungeons, actually. Some of them have been in there for 16 years? Oh, I'm so sorry. Right, you can just go. I'm not sure why you're in there, but yes, as long as you don't hate me too much, you can 100% just go at this point. Have fun, by the way. I'm really sorry about this. I feel like we should give these people some, like, oh, hang on. You're actually worth... oh, you're worth 10 gold. You know what? You can all just go. You can all go. I'll check how much you're worth. If anyone's willing to buy you, I might be willing to sell you instead. None of you seem to mind me that much, which is... quite frankly, very generous of you. You're worth 26 gold. Yeah, I'll sell you for 26 gold. There we go. We have officially managed to get rid of all of those bastards. Marvellous. But you know, ladies and gentlemen, I'd say that's enough for now. We have done some good little administrative work today, I'd say. We've brought Kent entirely back within the Empire, which is very nice indeed. We've made some changes to the succession law that, you know, probably is technically a terrible idea, but that's fine. I've got plans. I've got plans for those succession laws. It's all going to be absolutely fine, and we have watched the Holy Roman Empire continue disintegrating. And this is going to be some good stuff. Right flipping here, with this many troops, they are going to very easily achieve their independence. And with that, the Holy Roman Empire will be down to not much, to be honest. Not much at all. Just a tiny handful of Spanish holdings, a little bit of, like, modern-day Germany, but, like, not including any of this huge power of Bohemia. In fact, actually, Bohemia will probably be bigger and stronger than the Holy Roman Empire at some point. Oh, you guys, merging with France and expanding that quickly was the worst thing you ever did. It's completely screwed you over, and I love it. So, we will continue to watch the Holy Roman Empire burn and disintegrate next time, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Crusader Kings 2. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Wait, did people just vote out democracy? Hang on, what have you just done? Oh, go on, let's have the greatest Oktoberfest ever. Yay! Spain and Russia have announced a new alliance as a result of the warmongering of certain Central European countries. Oh, well, excuse me! My leader from now on, no weaklings will stand in the way of this country's path to glory. Oh, God, Germany, not again!